I took some time to learn how to one credit clear Biohazard Battle on Sega Genesis. I remember getting destroyed playing this as a kid on the Sega channel. I kept coming back to it because I love the tone, atmosphere, and speed of the game. Honestly, I'm not too strong on horizontal shooting games that require a lot of memorization, but I did realize that if I just took the time to understand the patterns and behaviors of the enemies, weapons, and how to survive longer, I could just get by of just remembering what I know. Just follow a certain path or script and use that to my advantage. After clearing the second stage for the first time ever in my life, I decided I wanted to learn how to one credit clear this game on its normal difficulty. I decided to select the fourth ship from a recommendation and learn it's a very, very strong ship. It has slow speed with great supporting weapons using your orbiting option. And maybe this bioship is more for beginners. The other ships have weapons that aren't that easy to use in certain situations, but share at least one weapon with another ship. You switch weapons by grabbing the color circle orbs floating in various times in different areas of all the stages. The red or orange orb gives you a homing laser that has a decent fire rate. The blue weapon is a multi-directional shot that covers lots of areas but lacks focused power. Chill. Shit. I thought I was on my last life. I guess so. Bloody marshmallows. The yellow weapon is a powerful laser. I will say it's one of the most damaging weapons in the game. The only thing it lacks is vertical range. So I think a boss is coming. First time fighting this boss. Let's go. I want that green weapon. Oh shit. Oh, I did it. Nice. It also eats bullets too. The green weapon sucks. Oh yeah, the orbiting option is called the Power Star, which can absorb bullets, which I've found very helpful. Your main shot is decent, nothing special, and it has a charge shot that I didn't use very much. You can upgrade each support weapon up to 3 levels that increase their power, fire rate, and area of coverage. What made this game difficult is how the weapon item orbs float on the screen. It's so annoying. So many times I got the wrong weapon I wanted. Dude, what? Oh my lord. Now I got the weak ass weapon. Enemy waves, patterns, and remembering when those enemies will show up on the stage is something I struggled with at first. I had to understand and trust that those patterns will happen every time I played, and I needed to be ready for it. There are 8 stages in Biohazard Battle. You start with 3 lives. There is a hidden 1-up in every stage except for the first one. You also gain an extra life every 20,000 points. That's something to take advantage of. You can stock up on so many lives, which makes survival easier. The bosses in this game aren't hard, but a few of the fights are tough because they're accompanied by a constant stream of enemies. The bullets are sparse and slow, but that doesn't make it easy because lots of enemies can just point blank shoot you. Just gotta be careful. Thankfully, you can die if you touch the walls, ceilings, and floors in stages, but you can get crushed and die if the screen scrolls too far off. The red weapon is best for the first few stages, while I needed to use the blue weapon for stages with heavy enemy waves like stages 4, 5, and 7. The yellow weapon I kept mainly for bosses, but I had to keep in mind about the lack of coverage vertically and diagonally, but the damage made it worth it. Honestly, for my 1 credit clear, I did have to use save load states to learn stages. It helped me memorize the layouts and timings of enemies and obstacles I needed to avoid or fight against. One thing I noticed is when you die, you do lose 1 level of your support weapon. I don't think that's bad. Some games just completely strip you of your weapons and bring you to a weak default. Thankfully, Biohazard Battle doesn't do that. So if you die once or twice on a stage, thankfully you can recover your support weapon level by knowing when you will come across a weapon item orb, which there are a good amount in every stage. It does suck to die while you're fighting bosses, however. It's hard to regain your weapon level or switch weapons during the fight, which can extend the battle and make them tougher. Just make sure you properly prepare beforehand for boss fights, and understand and prepare for if something goes wrong. So overall, difficulty wise, I think Biohazard Battle was moderately difficult for me. After understanding my bioship's weapons, understanding weapon pickups, the stages, the enemies, their bosses, and taking advantage of how many lives you can gain over a playthrough, it definitely helped make things more manageable and less stressful. It wasn't a cakewalk though. I definitely still needed to stay aware and alert to the surroundings of each stage. If you want to check out my 1 credit clear run, the link is in the description section of this video or will pop up somewhere on the screen. Let me know what you think of the game Biohazard Battle in the comments. Yep. What the fuck? What the fuck? That motherfucker was not enjoying the show. He was like, fuck this circus.